Hey, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at a game that I absolutely adore. It is Sackboy, a big adventure on the PlayStation 5. When I first saw this shown at the PS5 showcase, I was like, alright, that's going to be a day one buy for me. I'm buying that ASAP and sinking the teeth into it. Now, I never played any of the Little Big Planet or Sackboy games in the past. I never had a PlayStation growing up. I was strictly a Nintendo guy. So my interest in Sackboy was more of curiosity. More of, hey, what's this going to be like? Now, to my understanding, this is a completely different game starring Sackboy than like Little Big Planet and all the other games in the franchise. This is a 3D action platformer, and it stars Sackboy, who's going on an adventure. He has to save Craft World from the evil character by the name of Vex. Now, this is a pretty epic 3D adventure. If you grew up playing 3D action platformers like Super Mario 64 and Mario Odyssey and Banjo and Conker's Bad Fur Day, you're going to feel right at home with this game. It's spot on with the platforming, with the controls. Everything is perfect for a platforming game. But what attracted me the most with Sackboy is the way it looks. This game is absolutely adorable and full of charm. You'll see everyday crafting supplies that make up different obstacles, level designs, and platforms, and just the scenery overall. It's almost kind of like what Yoshi's Woolly World and Yoshi's Crafted World did with yarn and buttons and milk cartons and cardboard and stuff. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Little Big Planet came out first before they started doing like the Yoshi Crafted stuff and the Kirby Epic Yarn. So maybe the Little Big Planet and Sackboy franchise inspired Nintendo to where they kind of ripped that off a little bit. Which, you know what? I don't blame them, because every single millimeter of this game is absolutely adorable to sit down and just look at. I quite often found myself just running around looking at the stage and seeing what exactly is what making up the platforms and the different obstacles and things like that. It's truly a treasure. This is a really fine looking game, by the way. You can really see that this game pushed the PS5 to its limits. There's little details and like little special like visual effects that this game does that really captures it. Don't underestimate it just because it is a children's game and looks cartoony, that it's not going to look fantastic playing this on your PlayStation 5, because I can guarantee you it looks great. On top of that, the sound, the music is awesome. Now, a lot of the songs in this game are either like remixes of actual songs, like Bruno Mars is in this game, Jungle Boogie is in this game, and then some of the other songs and some of the stages sound like instrumental remixes of like Depeche Mode and different types of songs. So I guess Sony maybe used their library to fill out some of the songs, and it's just really catchy and overall just a fun little silly experience. So Sackboy, as far as the 3D action platformer goes, is pretty good for its level design. There's a lot of creativity in here. One of the true markings of a 3D platformer game is how many different types of gameplay mechanics are introduced in the level design. Not just strictly the character, who in this game he does the basics. He jumps, he can do like a roll, he can punch, and he can actually do like a little like floaty jump. Not exactly a double jump, but a floaty jump. On top of that, you'll get access to stuff like boomerangs and various different abilities in certain levels. You could even step in some yellow goo and be able to climb up and down walls. There's like inverted sections. I believe at other points there's even like different types of platforms that you can actually control with the DualSense 5 in the motion controls, the haptic feedback. The DualSense 5 is used just as good as Astrobot uses it on the PlayStation 5. I would say this is another example of a game that fully took advantage of what the DualSense 5 can do. So controlling Sackboy is just absolutely a joy. Not any time did I feel that this game was laggy or didn't respond to controls right or anything. The DualSense 5 makes this a spot-on action platformer that's an absolute blast to play. Now, in addition to being able to play solo, you can actually team up with friends. There's party gameplay on here. There's actually certain levels where you do need to play with others in order to experience them. I have no friends, so I didn't get to play those, but I was still able to progress through quite a bit of the levels. In order to progress through the actual worlds, there's about 5 worlds in here. You need to collect orbs from each stage, and a certain amount of orbs opens the gate and pathway to the next area in the game. Honestly, the challenge is fun in here. The level design, looking at some of the ideas that they present in here, like there's levels with sliding, there's levels where you're being chased by stuff, there's levels where you're just kind of like on spinning platforms where you go kind of like on the wall. All sorts of chaos here. I think this game gives a match for Mario, and I know as a Nintendo fan that seems a little bit blasphemous for me to say, but this is probably the best platformer out there right now that is not Mario Odyssey. And I know some Conker and Banjo fans are like, oh, I disagree with that. This is solid. In fact, I would venture to say this is easily, probably, this and Astro are probably the 2 most fun games I've had on the PlayStation 5. Sure, Spider-Man is like a Game of the Year candidate. Sure, Demon's Souls is brutal as all hell. And there's all these great games like Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs and all other ones. Huge AAA indie games. But I gotta say, man, for the amount of entertainment and sheer joy and the big grin that I had playing Sackboy, it was such a great little clever game. And to have party mode on top of that, and the great music and the great level design, I gotta say, this is an absolute joy to play. I had so much fun. So I'm glad that I got to experience it, but I'm also sad that I've been missing out on the charm that is Sackboy and Little Big Planet and all those games. I'm probably gonna have to go back and try them out. But for my first foray, Sackboy Big Adventure was really solid. And with that, I'm gonna have to give Sackboy Big Adventure a 8.5. Yeah, an 8.5. It's an excellent game to pick up and play. Excellent level design, catchy tunes. It's controls as solid as any game I've ever felt. Takes advantage of the DualSense 5, and it looks great. It's creative, and it has that whimsical charm that I just absolutely love in my games. So I gotta give it the 8.5. And anyways, guys, that's it for my review today of Sackboy. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you guys click that like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing today. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Peace out. Adios. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.